Hello, and thank you for watching Faster Than Reloading on youtube.com/Faster Than Reloading. This is for the week of 5/24/19. That is May 24th, 2019. So first things first, some quick housekeeping. Some changes to the show are happening. We're doing some more short-form videos now going forward instead of a full-fledged podcast. So, keep an eye out for that. Going to be around the 20 to 30-minute range, maybe a little bit longer sometimes. But we're getting rid of a lot of the excess stuff in the podcast. We'll be uploading the audio, but it's going to primarily be a YouTube show now. So check us out, youtube.com/Faster Than Reloading. And with that said, I'm Anthony Palm. With me is Jeffrey Mizrahi and Miguel Alvarez. As always, I'm going to hand it off to Jeff now.
What up? Yeah, so we realized that, having a separate segment for just patches and then talking about what we played, and usually what we played was those new patches, kind of just droned on for too long. So let's just jump into the meat of it. My thumb has actually been hurting, just started right now because I've been playing so much Division recently. Yeah, I have gotten from level 0 to 28 I'm at right now, within when they start
less than a week, wasn't it? Because I think you started like Saturday or something like that.
Holy fuck, did I? Wow. Yeah, probably around.
Yeah,
Friday.
I remember we had a talk Saturday. So you started Friday because Saturday morning we were talking about it.
The day the raid came out, that was the day where I'm like, oh, because there was maintenance, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not starting. Yeah, so it must have been Saturday. It was the day right after. And now it's Wednesday. Wow, holy fuck! Putting that in perspective, 5 days.
And you're going hard for you to be at 28 already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how are you leveling up, Miguel? Because you beat it, right? You're on 30 plus.
Yeah, I'm 30 plus. I'm
28. Yeah.
What the I don't get it.
It's because I mean, you guys are telling me to do activities that doesn't add up at all. Do side missions. Do whatever gets you the most experience.
I told you side missions.
Yeah, I know.
So you do side missions and.
See, I was trying to. How many hours do you have logged on the main menu?
I have. Oh, does it say?
It says
before you
log into your character.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't seen. Probably honestly 25. This is all guesstimate. I could look at the main menu.
Okay, because I was at like 12 to 15. So
okay.
I'm past that.
I was like, how did you blow past me so far? But you put way more time into it. I've been lazy with it. So I want to hit 30 this weekend, but I've been fucking slammed, and I have been grinding the stupid contraband in Black Ops 4, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm really enjoying Division though. I'm glad you're having fun with it, at least for now.
Yeah, I'm definitely notorious for being the one to shit on it the most. I still have a lot of issues with it, but just some of the positives I've noticed while going through it. The environments and world design, I think is it's difficult to explain because not like level design, but like the way they recreate real life things, I think is like spectacular. Like there was a like Native Peoples Museum or something for a side mission that I was like walking around in, and holy shit, this place felt like I could skip a visit to the museum. I was in the museum right here. Miguel's nodding along. Yeah.
Because of the fact that you talked so much shit about New York in the first game. That's what's interesting to me.
I mean, I
feel
it's because you're.
I feel it wasn't because of that, man. I feel like it was because he just had no one to enjoy the game with.
Because you're from New York, so
he had no one to talk about it. I'm thinking it was that.
No, also kind of that where it's like I'm from New York, so the streets didn't feel like New York streets because they were so like generic post-apocalyptic in a way. Whereas I don't really know what the fuck DC looks like, so like
that's why I love New York in the first game so much, is because I'm not from New York, so I don't know what like street level looks like, but I know like Times Square looked like what I think of Times Square looking like, you know what I mean? So
yes, I definitely just wanted to give a shout out to the world design there, and that's kind of really the main thing pushing me to get level 30 because I want to do that last stronghold in the capital because that just looks like a
Capitol Hill. Yeah, it's a good mission, dude.
Because the Lincoln Memorial mission was really cool. Also, I enjoyed that.
See, I didn't. That was like my least favorite so far, just because the guy at the end with the flamethrower was fucking annoying.
I forget which one is the name of it, but my favorite is the one that you go into the museum and there's like spots of you like going. It seems like you're in the jungle.
Like one of the earlier missions.
Oh yes, yeah, I did
that one's amazing.
Yeah. I really like
that one and the one in the planetarium.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was cool too.
The assigned
like the mission, the actual missions where they put you in are great, man.
Yeah, that's what I said from the beginning. That like I wasn't I'm not as in love with the open world. I thought the open world in the first game was better because I just feel like the grid layout of New York lent itself better to this type of game. Because I feel like you just get overwhelmed so easily because it's so open in this game. But the main missions, man, the level design, I think the level design is so good in this game.
Yeah, so shout out to that. Yeah, I gotta plow through it. Yeah, I don't have much. I mean, I could keep going on it, but
You are enjoying it though, for someone that didn't play much of the first one.
yeah, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying.
I really want you
playing
to
it.
just try, like, just try giving
mean,
it some time once you hit the cap.
He tried it already. He's past that. If we want to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it gets so after you do like I think mission 20, level 22, it stops giving you missions, and it's like, all right, now do strongholds, which was kind of confusing at first, but I'm like, all right, I'll just go with it.
Missions, they're big, a little bit bigger than missions. They're longer,
But then now, like, are you gonna go replay strongholds after? Like, are strongholds more encouraged to replay than regular missions?
When you hit the max,
You really didn't hit the
level 30?
Mission 1, did you?
No, I didn't.
When you hit the level cap, it's pretty much for you to get more gear, like better gear than the regular missions.
Okay, let me break this down. So it's actually really similar to Destiny, which is why why is my camera so bright? It's really similar to Destiny in that once you hit the level cap, then you unlock, which in Destiny I think you get it out the gate and just don't have access to it. But you're messaging me on the side. Sorry for getting distracted. You unlock the ability to replay the missions on harder difficulties, and then you get daily challenges every day. So like you get daily missions, daily challenges, different things you could do, which you don't unlock until you hit the level cap. Whereas in Destiny, it gives it to you early, like you could see it locked on like your orbit screen where it'll say like.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm just saying stronghold wise.
The other thing,
yeah,
strongholds give you every weekly when you do them because they reset every week. You see what special weapon do you have?
He's not level 30 yet.
What?
Oh, you still don't have it.
Oh,
so when you hit,
whatever it's called.
yeah, when you hit level 30, you're gonna get one of the 3 weapons. Like the sniper, the crossbow, and the grenade launcher. Every time you do when they reset, each mission, each stronghold gives you like 3 points towards that. But you could only do it once, and then you gotta wait until the thing resets.
Okay, so those are more.
More for stuff like that.
More for grindy stuff like that. Okay,
Yeah.
got that. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, once again, it's a rental, so I don't really know if I'm gonna continue. Next up, I got Rage, but we'll see.
I just want you to try, just really give the post game stuff a shot, like the post critical path stuff a shot.
Yeah.
Because once you hit,
I'm finally unlocking like the recalibration stuff, and it's just I don't know. I don't care about any of these like perks. I don't care about like my like any of the perks on my guns. I'm kind of like I'm really just going back to the one thing I like about the game, and it's the world. So I just want to kind of see all the new areas, and then because nothing about the loot system or the guns has me hooked. It's so disconnected, I guess, because like you increase your armor and stuff, but your level, I guess once you hit level 30, then it's like
different.
That's on the back burner. Yeah, which I could understand the parallels in Destiny as well. So maybe I just got to hit that. So we'll see then.
yeah, I think once you hit level 30, you'll be able to see what
The whole picture, yeah.
what the system really is, because it is kind of hard to figure. Like, because even in Division 1, I hit level cap and then I put it away for a month, and then I went back to it, and then I was like, oh, now I get it. So maybe that'll help.
I agree with that, because I could totally see myself like if I heard what I was saying like from another person talking about Destiny, like someone trying to min max shit before they hit the level cap, not the power level cap, I'll be like, dude, you're using blue items. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that that's why I want you to give it a chance once you hit 30, because I think you'll be able to then get a grasp on like the game doesn't really like the real fun.
It doesn't start until you hit the level.
Like the story stuff, like you play up to level 30 for the story, and then once you hit level 30, then that's where all the systems and stuff really start to get fun.
However, talking about when things get fun, have you guys seen the most recent raid news for Division 2?
That nobody can beat it in consoles because it's hard.
Well, now, so someone did beat it. I think there was some community spot.
Last time I checked, there was 2 or 3 groups that have beat it on consoles.
But just from some tweets I saw, I don't know if you guys have seen this as well. They essentially said during a live stream where they're like, "Yeah, it's hard. Like they're not gonna tweak it." they said that it's harder on console. Like they kind of acknowledged it.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
They should tweak it just enough. Just because in PC, you get the precision of the mouse, man. Like it's different. And they should realize that. Because you're able to, the recoil is a lot easier to control with the mouse than with a controller.
Yeah.
And that's the, because in couple of the bosses, you gotta hit headshots to take them down. And obviously it's gonna be harder with a controller than a mouse.
Yeah, it seems like they're definitely like trying to push as hard as possible. I guess by making it as hard as possible, they're trying to push that teamwork is the keyest thing. Like, you know, really go in with the best loadout you could possibly go into, which I guess is which is that's what they're going for. So, yeah,
it's good. I still think I haven't tried it because I need to get 8 people to play it, and obviously, come on.
Even with us, you only have half.
Exactly.
Less than half. That's why I said half.
Like I get why they don't want to add matchmaking to it, but at least it will give people the ability to try it. At least for the first.
Let us do it and fail instead of not letting us try it all.
Because at this point, I don't think I'm gonna end up trying it at all, unless I get just super committed and try to find people.
Once I hit the cap, you and I can try and hunt for LFG people. I mean, I know Nate and Nick from one of our our podcast friends. They play too, so that's 4. So that's half, and then if we can LFG another 4 people.
Are you guys in the same clan? You and Miguel?
I'm in the same one as him because I looked at
friends clans.
I looked at it recommended clans, and then it was like you have 2 friends in clans, and so I went to the 2 different ones and saw which one he was in. So.
Yeah. So have you looked at any gameplay walkthrough of the raid at all? Either of you?
No, I don't know.
No, I don't want to know anything about it.
Oh, so you want to go?
I've seen a couple clips, a little bit, and then I'm like, nah, I don't want to know anything. I just want to.
Yeah, I didn't even intentionally avoid it. I just haven't stumbled upon it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get to that level, but I actually do. I'm curious what they look like, to be honest.
All right, so let's move on from Division real quick. We're not going to stay too much longer for this episode, but I do want to just touch on the Black Ops 5 noise that was made last week by Jason Schreier on Twitter, because we haven't gotten all 3 of us together to talk about it. So just to quickly recap, Jason Schreier broke a news article that Sledgehammer and Raven Games were having a lot of issues with the development of Call of Duty 2020. So not the one coming out this coming fall. That is all but confirmed to be Modern Warfare 4. So not that game, the following game. And
which the lead was Raven.
Right, which was also news in that conversation. But yeah, so apparently they were having trouble, and now Treyarch, who would have been 2021, is now being brought onto that game to helm that game, and then Raven and Sledgehammer will be support. It's apparently going to be called Black Ops 5, and is also apparently going to be set back in time again, roughly around the Cold War again, and hopefully won't be any future stuff. But yeah, so we'll just go.
If you want more information on that, that's on our YouTube channel. We break down the entire story.
Yeah, Jeff and I broke it down as the news came out.
And then Miguel gave more in-depth his own opinion. But so I mean, just you brought it up again, the Vietnam. I feel like they will not have it connect to the Black Ops 1 and 2 stories, just because
like Black Ops 3, where it's like it's sort of
connected,
but not
Black
really.
Ops 3, where it could easily follow the future storyline, but they're just going to be like, fuck it, you know. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see a new Vietnam thing, which I wouldn't like.
I just want another game with Mason and Woods, you know.
I don't think. Yeah, I know. I don't think we're going to get that at this point anymore. But I don't know. I mean, I wonder, honestly, if Activision will ever if they will, and how Activision will ever acknowledge this. Because usually they do say with like, they give kind of a forecast for like a couple of years where it's like, yeah, and then obviously even like in late 2018, like they didn't say this time, but normally they would say, be like, yeah, next year is Infinity Ward, and then the following year is Sledgehammer. But they've kept quiet very recently. So I wonder if they're ever going to come out and say that, yeah, at one point we did have this studio allocated for this job, but now we switched.
I still want to know what happened with Black Ops 4's campaign. So,
which Jason did mention that he was going to come up with an article about it.
Yeah, we'll have a video on that the second that comes out as well.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that article.
I mean, we know what happened with Black Ops 4. I'm sure he's gonna be getting more in detail with it.
Yeah.
But in regards of Call of Duty 2020, it's a bad thing that this is happening because they're gonna have less than a year to work on it. If you think about it, they really have less than a year. Whatever it is, it's the only hope that we could get for a campaign. It's hopefully like a prequel to Black Ops 1.
It would be a sequel. It would be before Black Ops 2.
I mean, if it's set in Vietnam, if
after.
they were working in a Vietnam game already,
Yeah.
so whatever those access are, they're gonna have to transform that type of like whatever they're doing, story or whatever, into a Black Ops game.
But that's exactly. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just be like, Raven, you had your separate Vietnam universe. We'll just.
What, they're
jump on
gonna
that."
call it Black Ops 5 just because?
Yeah. What do you think Black
And
Ops
people
4
u-
is? What do you think Black Ops 4 is?
3 is.
I get it, but at least you have those characters they already had. It's a copy and
Black Ops
paste
3
from
did.
Black Ops 3, right? I'm saying that from Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4, you got the same characters pretty much.
Yeah,
It's a copy and paste. And the first one, if it's a prequel, you better have at least one character or two that pop out in the story. That's what I'm saying. Connecting it somehow.
They could do the Frank Wood story in between 1 and 2. When you thought he was dead, that could very well be a story.
That's what I'm saying. Like just connected somehow. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be, because if there's nothing connecting it, people are gonna go ballistic on
That
it.
would be cool playing as Woods this time instead of playing as
Mhm.
Mason.
Because there was,
the other-
I'm pretty sure 10 years.
The other thing, because it's Treyarch, are they gonna go with whatever engine Raven and Sledgehammer were working on, or are they gonna try to transition to the engine that Treyarch has been working on? Because
I
it's
hope
two different
I hope
engines.
they get away from whatever tools Treyarch uses. Treyarch has so many issues.
They have the worst engine, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they'll. Yeah, they're in like. Custom.
But they're not, if they're not comfortable with it. That's what I'm saying. Like they're used to their engine.
I don't
It's-
know. I'd rather
it's
them be uncomfortable
similar
with
engines, but
the fucking yeah. Modified.
modified. Yeah, exactly.
Don't they all use their own netcode? They don't even share the netcode between the three?
Yeah,
systems?
the netcode is different too, which is mind blowing.
That's insane.
Because Infinity War has the best netcode, in my opinion. And then I guess Latchhammer and then Treyarch, because that thing's horrible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not.
And right now it's funny that just right now, like this happened, and for whatever reason they did an update to Black Ops 4, and I was like, oh, here you are, guys. We got a double
We
double
gotta get some goodwill. back.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So now,
Really quick,
Yeah,
out
go
of
quick.
nowhere on Tuesday, excuse me, if you own the Black Ops Pass, you have double tier progression in the contraband, as well as anyone in your party. This got everyone excited online until the actual news announcement came, and they said until May 28th. I don't know why they can't get anything right. I really wish they could. It's so simple. Just have it permanent double XP. You already paid fucking double tier progression. You already paid $50. Like, really? You gonna? I don't see like
That's an incentive
benefits from this.
to people to buy the pass.
Yeah, if it was permanent, you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, a 7-day boost. Like, I'm not gonna go. Until May 28th, I could get double. Like,
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of people that if they have the pass and they've been playing, they already hit
Exactly.
50.
Or
Yeah,
they're
100%.
almost there like me, where it's like, okay, this helped me do it in 2 days instead of 4 days.
great point as well.
Like I hit the 50 Monday, and then the next day they did it. I'm like, really? You guys couldn't do it last week? It's just they just have no clue what they're doing
Yeah.
for Black Ops 4. Like update wise, they have no clue what they're doing.
well, because it's a test bed. It's this weird lab experiment that they're just tinkering with and seeing how people react. And I don't-
They said it in the Invensys card too.
yes,
a
exactly.
couple like a month ago or two.
That this is just a test bed for monetization models, and
And it had to be Black
okay.
Ops, right? It couldn't be Sledgehammer's game. It had to be Black Ops.
Exactly. I mean, I
It
bet-
is because people like Treyarch games. That's what
yeah,
they're doing.
yeah,
It.
well,
Well, even if we fuck this up, people still like Treyarch. And
There you go.
we are.
I mean,
An
Are they?
example us.
a lot of. I mean,
No, I'm saying that was probably their mentality going into it.
Yes, I'm saying.
But it's gonna backfire. And already people are just look at the YouTube videos lately since pretty much the beginning of the game. Like everyone's just hating on Treyarch.
You have a video on our page, on our channel that's got like 1,600 views talking about like how the skill-based matchmaking, or at least the feel of the skill-based matchmaking, just makes the game so not fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they steer the ship at some point because and
they're
also,
not. I think it's already too late. They're not doing anything to change it.
Help me.
And now, especially now, pretty much the whole studio is probably gonna move to the next to the 2020 game.
Oh yeah, it's a skeleton crew on this game, definitely.
Well,
at least on multiplayer, they might. I mean, Blackout's their baby, so they might have more people on Blackout.
Yeah, because Vaughn is definitely still working on Blackout.
Yeah.
Like he was.
But I think
that's his baby since the beginning.
Multiplayer is definitely a skeleton crew at this point. I think.
I wonder if we see Tony Flame and who's the other guy who's always with him? Matt Sconzi or something.
I don't remember his name.
Something like that.
Matt like TKST on Twitter. I wonder if the next developer studio live stream they're in it. Because if they're not in it, oh my God, by the way, just put these together. That's why Blundell, maybe conspiracy theory, that's why Blundell wasn't in the last live stream.
Because they're done supporting the zombies and they're working on the next
or
zombies.
Maybe because he's working on 2020. Yeah, exactly. Because he's
just imagine how broken those zombies are going to be compared to Black Ops 4. Because they have even less time to work on it.
I honestly just don't fucking put zombies in Call of Duty 2020. Stop.
Oh, it's gonna be a hot mess, dude.
Yeah,
hot mess.
I don't know.
Other big news. Do we have any thoughts on that? On the Microsoft Sony? Microsoft Sony. I was making sure not to say Xbox PlayStation. The Microsoft Sony weird cloud merger thing. Very vague language.
It's a big deal. I don't think we are actually going to see anything like on that. Like, I think that's going to be a behind the scenes type.
It's going to be more for them to try to figure out their
a lot of network infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly.
Type of stuff. I don't think it's going to be any above
to make it easier for the two for the future, obviously, for them to connect to each other.
Yeah, so such a 180 spin from what was it, the 2017? That was more PlayStation, but the whole like when the Minecraft crossplay shit, like and like the.
Well, I mean, Game Awards we got Reggie,
yeah,
Sean Layden and Phil Spencer all on the same stage. So
I mean, it doesn't hurt PlayStation to do it. Why? Because they have the games. As long as they have the games, they shouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah, and Xbox is so focused on play anywhere at this point, anyways. So. Not that they're going to put their first party games on PlayStation, but
I mean they're putting it on Nintendo Switch, so they already started.
Yeah.
Another cool announcement, kind of mixing Call of Duty and the crossplay story we just talked about.
Mm-hmm. Let's wrap up with
backwards compatible PS4 games on the PS5 will be able to play with PS4. So which
means there's going to be people playing Call of Duty at 120 frames with people playing at 60. So awesome.
Oh yeah, I wonder how that would work actually, but
that's not a good idea.
I bet there would be some limiting, but I'm just saying, rather than having for a Ghost situation when you had half the player base on PS3 and half the player base on PS4, now people playing Ghosts or Black Ops 5 will be together.
I mean, if they do that, they just gotta limit it to 60. 60 frames.
Well, it's cool because I'm honestly probably not going to get a PS5 at launch unless there's a massive first-party game that comes out for it. Because I'm not buying I didn't buy a PS4 for Killzone.
I'm probably in. So
yeah, 100%.
I'm probably not. I'll probably buy it like the month of launch.
Did you buy it?
It's funny that you're saying no right now, but when we and myself and Jeff get it, you're gonna be like, fuck it.
No, the problem is I don't want to buy two of them because they
just buy one.
I'll have to.
She could play in the 4.
Crossplay, there you go.
It's crossplay, dude. It's fine.
She could play on the Pro, I guess.
Yep.
We'll see. If it's $600, I'm not buying it. I'm just not.
It's not gonna be $600, dude. I think people are nuts.
Dude, you guys,
Max is $500.
You both watched that clip I sent you of the of Spider-Man.
I saw it everywhere, but
I saw it everywhere.
Oh my God, it's scary.
Now imagine Battlefield 5 loading times.
I don't want to think about Battlefield 5.
They might be 2 minutes instead of 5 minutes now.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not just first-party games. Hopefully, it's everything.
I think it's gonna be everything overall. Everything's gonna be faster.
Yeah, I don't know. I got
want to fast travel somewhere.
Solid state hard drive on my PC, and it still takes forever to load anything in Battlefield 5. So,
I mean, it's They did say this was gonna be specific for the console.
I guess.
They're tweaking it enough, I guess, for it to work for games. So they're doing something with it.
I'm
They're
excited.
doing some magic.
Yeah, I think let's wrap up on that. Again, we're gonna focus more on short form stuff. But let us know if you're listening or watching, and let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about it on the show. But going forward, probably more focused on. We talk about Call of Duty a lot. That's kind of why we figured to not do full hour and a half long shows anymore, because it's mostly us talking about Call of Duty, and we don't really want to get repetitive, and we want to try and keep things fresh as well.
Plus, we're gonna talk about a little bit more, like we did it towards the end, PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, we want to focus more on major topics instead of kind of being all over the place, which we kind of did in the back half of this episode, but it's okay. We haven't met up in a couple weeks. So
Industry news, industry changing news.
yeah. So stay tuned for more. You can also check us out on Instagram at Faster Than Reloading. Used to be at FTR_pod, but now it's just at Faster Than Reloading. Check us out on there. I'm posting clips of Miguel blowing people away in Call of Duty. Sometimes I post some clips. Jeff sometimes gives me stuff, and then sometimes I deem it worthy.
Not fucking good enough to get in these clips. I'm telling you. I'm going for fucking Reznov headshots. I don't do shit. It's terrible. I almost had it. I was in the States, and I had this guy in construction, and I'm like, this is it. This is it. And he throws a smoke.
This is my time.
Oh, no.
Didn't
That's
happen.
smoke.
I'm like,
All right, well, thank you for watching, and we will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace.